And thank you for joining us to kick off the 2022 Enactus United States National Exposition virtual opening rounds. I'm Steve Kapler, Enactus US President, and today we're here to find out who will advance in the semifinal rounds for early stage. But before we get started, a few announcements. First, I'd like to introduce the hardworking staff from Enactus United States who have been working behind the scenes for months to make all of this possible. First, we have our regional program managers. That's Britt Livingston, Ken Brumbaugh, Sierra Peterson, and Hannah Swears. Next, we have our senior manager for data insights and operations. That's Tiffany Galmache-Burros. We also have Daniela Peter-Paul-Lure, who is our Marcom specialist. Marty LeGrand is our senior director of business development. Jody Ledford is our new manager of career connections. And Robert Camacho is our project coordinator for the BNY program. So that's your Enactus US team. And a big shout out for all the work that they've put in behind the scenes. Next, I'd like to thank our co-presenting partners for this event, Regis Corporation, Rich Products, and KPMG. Regis Corporation is based in Minnesota with brands like Supercuts and Smart Style hair salons. Their corporate giving initiatives, including with Enactus, are helping to create beautiful communities. Regis, a valued 23-year supporter of Enactus, is proud to start and support next generation leaders with the positive impact that they seek to create. Next up is the Rich family. Bob Rich and Rich Products have been a dedicated supporter for Enactus since 1999. We thank them for their inspired possibilities, better communities, and prioritization of diversity and inclusion, and for supplying cleaner, healthier foods. And finally, our co-presenting partner is KPMG, who for more than 25 years has helped to advance the Enactus mission by providing financial support, as well as emerging in a variety of service and advisory activities, such as acting as the official scorer for Enactus United States National Exposition. We're deeply grateful to Regis Corporation, Rich Products, and KPMG for their support. Now on to the early stage teams. There are a ton of incredible stories that have taken place this year. And it has been a tough year for a lot of teams and for everyone as we fought through so many challenges. That's what makes some of the early stage projects so inspiring. And you've had a chance, hopefully, to get onto our program and take a look at all of the early stage solutions and programs that are out there. Next, a quick note of thanks and gratitude for all that donated to help the Enactus Ukraine fundraiser that we've put on. I can tell you that this money has helped to get some people out of harm's way, and as part of the Enactus family, we're forever grateful for that. We will continue to help as we can to get students and our colleagues in Enactus into safety, and we pray for their safety. So as mentioned, this year we persevered. There's been a lot of things that have gone out and a lot of things that have happened. Again, that's what makes the early stage so special. But let's talk a little bit about some of the things that have taken place, sort of a year in review, if you will. We had 2 in-person fall collaboration summits. So for the first time since early 2019, it was late 2019 was the last time we had been in person. So almost 2 full years later, we had fall collaboration summits. The first was in October at Polaris's headquarters in Minnesota, sponsored by Enterprise. And we had about 30 students, had a great time. And if you're familiar with Polaris at all, you'll understand that they got to see some really cool stuff. The Polaris machines are absolutely incredible. And they did allow us to take some pictures and really get close up with those. So for those that were there, it was an incredible experience. We hope to be back again this fall. We also had one in November at BIC's headquarters in Connecticut. And BIC rolled out all the stops. We had a much larger collaboration summit where students interacted, and it was marvelous. Again, BIC did a great job in hosting, and we thank them for that. And we hope to be back there again this year as well. We also had an Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange, which just culminated this past December. It was a 6 to 7 week program where students from the Enactus United States partnered with students from Enactus, Morocco to solve real world challenges and around the SDG, the 17 Sustainability Development Goals from the UN. Incredible work done in a very short period of time. And if you have an opportunity, go check it out. Now, the beauty of this, if you're interested at all, and this program is fun, incredible, and I can tell you from the first cohort that went through in the summer of 2020, that this in particular, this program in particular, led to them getting their next job out of college. It was a great story that they had to tell. So I strongly encourage you as students, if you haven't done an Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange, or even if you have, to join again. We have one that will be starting later this month with registration ending on March 24th. So please, please take a look on our website and plan to join the next iteration of the Entrepreneurial Exchange. We also ran our BNY Fellows program again, and this program looks at several competency areas, including entrepreneurship, leadership, career readiness, and this year we added back in project management with a partnership with Project Management Institute, or PMI. So a great opportunity, and again, an opportunity for students to show the type of leadership that we know that our partners and others are looking for as you look to make that next step. This is open to and available for anyone, and we strongly encourage it. We've had teams use this as training ground for their students. So great opportunity, again, to be involved in all the different activities we have going on. We also this year had the Enactus One Race for Oceans campaign. It's a global campaign, and we actually had a special one that was set up just for Enactus US students. And you can see by the screen where you were eligible and you're from a project perspective to put in. The nice part about this, we had teams competing throughout, and we will announce the winner at our in-person live event at Long Island University in April, with more details to come on that later. Next, we have, and it's going on right now, and there's still time to register, our Colgate Know Your OQ, or your Oral Health Quotient. And it's an opportunity for US teams, along with teams from Brazil, Kenya, India, and Enactus United Kingdom, and they're tasked with helping students understand what dental health is and how it fits into your overall health. So great opportunity. Take a look online. You can see the URL there. Find out more about this, and there's still time to register to join. This program culminates in May, so there's still time to get into this program. Next, coming up, some of the opportunities we'll have before the year even closes. We're going to have a session with Robert Half coming up called Ask the Expert. Now, when we were in person, we would do this in person. It was great, good interaction and such. So we want to get as many students as we can to join this. It's a great opportunity for those of you who are either looking for internships or a new position because you're graduating. Great opportunity to ask people who really do this for a living, what should you do? Talk to you about networking. How do you network? What are the things you do? What does LinkedIn really mean? And how can you set up your profile for success? Really utilizing mentors, not only at school, but friends and family who could serve a role as mentors, talking about soft skills. And I think the key part will be the job search tactics. Really, how do you stand out? How do you do the types of things? So strongly encourage you, whether you're at that point of internship and looking or moving forward for your future, just thinking about what to do. This will be some great advice and things to think about as you go forward. We also have our Student Advisory Committee will be taking applications for next year's Student Advisory Committee. So we hope you'll take an opportunity to become a leader. We utilize the SAC Student Advisory Committee exclusively to help us build things like this. So questions about what we should do with the National Exposition, what types of events like an Ask the Expert or a Fall Collaboration Summit should we do? So you serve as counsel to help us, and as well as doing some small committee work as well. It's very gratifying, and we are very appreciative of those who have done it, and hope you'll plan to join in for next year and sign up to help us. We also have, wow, we're really busy. There's a lot of things going on. We also have our Partner Summit series, which will be in April, on April 20th, right before the kickoff to the in-person exposition, or part 2 of the exposition at Long Island University. This one will be about the Great Resignation or Great Reassignment, if you will, with folks leaving the workplace or finding new positions over the course of the last 2 years, and what role the pandemic played in that. It'll be from Robert Half as well, and great opportunity. This one will be available for students and faculty, with more information and invites to come on that one shortly. And last but not least, there is still more time. You've probably seen this one in your inbox, to complete our universal survey. Now, the beauty of this is you'll find out about yourself. You're going to get a report back about yourself to find out which of the 5 career types that you fit, and what types of companies, given that profile, you'd be good for. So it's a real good opportunity to do some career exploration, career digging, and find out about yourself. And the beauty of this is that students who fully complete that survey will be entered into a drawing to win one of 5 different $100 gift certificates. So that will be available. It does not take that long to do, and if you haven't done it, I highly recommend getting on to do it. And we'll have more information that'll be sent out about that shortly. The deadline to complete that survey is April 18th. All right, so that's with the announcements. So that's all the things that we've done during the year. It didn't seem like that much while we were doing them, but boy, just going through that, there were a lot of things that came up. So we appreciate everyone that has shown up and come to events and done things. It makes our network and our partnership that much stronger. So we do appreciate you coming up, and hope you'll take advantage of some of the opportunities yet to come before the year ends. So what to expect this week? So this week is our opening of the hybrid, first ever hybrid national exposition. And we've broken it into 2 parts. What we're doing now is the opening rounds, the virtual opening rounds, of which we will have full opening rounds for the World Cup qualifying competition. And for early stage, we're going to have both the opening rounds and the semifinal rounds as well. So tomorrow we'll announce the World Cup qualifying competition semifinalists, as well as the early stage top 4 or final 4. We have hundreds of online judges who've already gone through that process of scoring, and we have our scoring validation and judging done by KPMG, so we thank them very much for that. This year, from a competing team standpoint, we have 30 for World Cup qualifying and 21 for early stage. As we move on, as I mentioned, we will have an in-person event. We're so excited to finally get back into person, and we're hoping that our 2023 event will be all in person and similar to what it was in 2019. But this year it'll be at least a little bit scaled back. We have 500 people who will be there on April 21st and 22nd at Long Island University, their post campus. That will include the top 12. Who will be decided for World Cup qualifying will be decided and announced tomorrow, as well as the top 4 for early stage. We'll talk about awards and scholarships and announce who our winners were for those. As I mentioned, the top 3 for the one race for Oceans teams will be invited and a winner announced at Expo. And so what you can expect on Thursday, the 17th, what you'll get from us, if you are a team that advances, so you're one of those 16 teams that's going to the event, you'll get a note from us on what you'll need to do, how you sign up, all of the things that you'll need to do, and what you can expect from an in-person perspective, and the types of things that you'll need to do as a team. If you aren't one of those 16 teams and you wish to come as an observing team, we will have 22 slots open for observing teams, and it will be on a first come, first served basis. So on March 17th, during the day, you will be sent a note that will allow you to sign up and join us as an observing team in Long Island. So we hope you'll take advantage of that. Your note will come from the RPM, and again, it'll be first come, first served basis. We'll send them out en masse at once. So keep an eye out for that early to midday on the 17th. So that's what you can expect there. So let's talk a little bit about early stage in the competition. What we will do, as I mentioned, there were 21 teams. We've broken them up into 4 leagues. So we will cover all 4 leagues today. The top 3 teams from each league will move on to the semifinal competition. We will have, once we determine those 12 teams and we announce those, there'll be a time slot draw following at 2 p.m. So winners of those leagues, you'll receive an announcement on how to join that time slot draw and get on, and we'll go through that process of putting you in that time slot. Now, I will say that as you pick that time slot, it's important to remember, and I'll announce this again as we go, that that time slot will also determine your time slot for the Final Four when you are in Long Island. So more on that to come as well. So let's go through the announcement and find out who our early stage semifinalist teams will be. So in League One, we had Centenary University, University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Rocky Mountain College, West Texas A&M University, and Regent University. And those advancing to the semifinals are University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Centenary University, and Regent University. So congratulations to our League One semifinalists. Next up, from League Two, we have City University of Seattle, University of Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh State University, University of Wisconsin-Madison, and SUNY Fredonia. And our winners of League Two and advancing to the semifinals are SUNY Fredonia, City University of Seattle, and Pittsburgh State University. So congratulations to our League Two semifinalists. On to League Three. League Three includes Cabrini University, Carthage College, Carroll University, University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, and East Central University. And those advancing to the semifinals from League Three include University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, Cabrini University, and East Central University. So congratulations to the semifinalists from League Three. And our final league, League Four. League Four included St. Ambrose University, Southwestern College, Kansas, Mansfield University of Pennsylvania, Andrews University, Fayetteville State University, and Kennesaw State University. And those advancing to the semifinals from League Four include Andrews University, Fayetteville State University, and Mansfield University of Pennsylvania. And so congratulations to the semifinalists from League Four. And here's a list of our semifinalists from the early stage competition 2022. So those that are listed here, you will receive a note from your RPM on how to join your time slot league draw, which will take place from 2 to 2:30 today. And you should have one faculty member and one student that will join us. And as I said, keep in mind that winners of the leagues, of each league will be announced tomorrow. So as we set the time slot draw, you're going to want to think about that because your league will determine your time slot for the in-person event. So League One will go first at the in-person event in Long Island. League Two will go second, League Three fourth, and League Four will go last. So it's important to think about that as you think about where your time slot will be. And for those who didn't make it, thank you so much for competing. And keep in mind, you can still join us as an observing team. That note will be sent out this Thursday, midday, on how to join us in Long Island. And with that, that ends our semifinal announcement. We hope that you will join us tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time for our announcement of not only the Final Four for the early stage, but our top 12 and our semifinalists for the World Cup qualifying round. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you again very, very soon. Congratulations to our winners.